Hello friends, my name is Kisiwa and I share content on study abroad, scholarship opportunities, internships, and jobs across the globe. So if you are interested in this kind of content, all you have to do is to subscribe to the channel, turn the post notification on, and you're good to go. Now in today's video, we'll be looking at a couple of scholarship which is still available to international students in the United Kingdom. Now some of these scholarships are fully funded and others are not fully funded, but it covers mostly tuition. Tuition is the basis, so it covers almost all your tuition fees, and any other thing is a plus. Okay, so that is what we're going to look at in today's video. Now, I recommend you watch the video to the end since every scholarship has a particular country or group of countries that it might cover. So if you want to know if your country is part of any of these scholarships, then you should watch the video to the end. Okay, also don't forget to like the video and let me know in the comment section if you have any question or if you want me to address any other university or scholarship program, and I will gladly do so. Okay, so the first scholarship program we're looking at is the University of Sheffield African Scholarship 2024, and this program is open to only those applying to programs in the Department of Geography. Okay, now the scholarship will cover your full tuition fee and then will give you £8,000 as your maintenance support, accommodation in a single occupant and suite room in the University Hall of Residence. Okay, now for you to be eligible, first of all, you should be applying to programs under the Department of Geography, and some of these programs are MA International Development, MSc Environmental Change and International Development, MPH International Development. Okay, and you should be applying to the university for the September 2024 intake. Okay, so you can go through any of these programs to get the requirements and submitting your application. Now, you must be self-funded to receive this award. What I mean is, you should not be funded by a research council, government, private enterprise, charity, or any similar organization. You must not already hold a qualification equal or higher than a master's degree. You must not have already studied outside of your home country. The scholarship cannot be awarded in conjunction with any other funding awards, either from the University of Sheffield or external sources. Your mode of attendance must be full-time, and recipients of the scholarship is subject to successfully meeting any condition attached to your offer before the deadline provided by the admission service. Okay, and you must have an unconditional offer to study at the University of Sheffield before 2nd September 2024. And then receipt of the scholarship is subject to successfully receiving a visa to study at the university in September 2024. You must be a national of or permanent domicile in an African country. The scholarship cannot be deferred, and students taking a leave of absence will not be eligible to receive the award when they return to their studies. Okay, the deadline for this scholarship is Tuesday, 28th of May 2024, and applicants will be notified of the outcome of their application before the end of June 2024. Okay, so there's a selection process you can go through what they look out for. So they look out for academic excellence. They also provide a clear rationale for applying for postgraduate course at the University of Sheffield and other things. So if you have any question, you can reach out to the university through this email, funding@sheffield.ac.uk, and they will address all questions that you have. Next, the next scholarship program is the Alan and Nesta Scholarship. This scholarship is available to international students who have applied to study a full-time one-year master's course in the School of Global Development at the University of East Anglia. Now, the applicants must be a national of or permanently domiciled in one of the following countries. The countries are Afghanistan, Angola, Benin, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cambodia, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Chad, Comoros, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, Djibouti, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Haiti, Kenya, Lesotho, Liberia, Madagascar, Malawi, Mali, Mauritania, Mozambique, Myanmar, Nepal, Niger, Nigeria, Pakistan, Papua New Guinea, Rwanda, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Solomon Islands, South Sudan, Sudan, Syria, Tanzania, Timor-Leste, Togo, Uganda, Ukraine, Vanuatu, Yemen, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Okay, now this scholarship, first of all, will cover your tuition fees and provide with maintenance grants of £18,256.33, so that you can live in the UK and be able to cover the cost of living, travel, and visa. So the scholarship will cover your tuition fee, a maintenance fee, your travel expense, and then your visa cost. Now, the scholarship will be awarded on the basis of financial need to applicants from any of the listed countries. Deadline for you to submit your application is 19th of April 2024. And for you to be considered, you first of all have to apply for a program in the University of East Anglia for you to get a conditional or unconditional offer. Then you can submit your application to this particular scholarship program. Okay, so the type of degree you should be pursuing is a postgraduate taught program, and the funding will cover your tuition fees and maintenance. The total value of the scholarship is 39,456.33. This is inclusive of the maintenance fee and your tuition, okay? So they've given a breakdown of the tuition and then the maintenance fee. Number of scholarship available for this year is 3. Okay, now for the criteria, you should be an international student paying international fees. You should be self-funded. In the sense that you should not be funded by your government, by any research institution, or any other third party. If it's family or relatives that is funding you, it's still considered as self-funded. Okay, then you should demonstrate genuine financial need. You should be applying to the School of Global Development, and the courses under this department is MA Conflict Governance and Global Development, MA Global Development, MSc Impact Evaluation for Global Development, MA Media and Global Development, MA Global Social Development, MA Globalization, Business and Sustainable Development, MSc Climate Change and Global Development, MSc Environmental and Global Development, MSc Global Development Management, MA Education and Development, MA Agriculture and Rural Development. Yeah, so these are the courses you can apply to. You can also click on any of the courses, and then you get to read about the requirements and then how you can submit your application to any of these programs. Now, for you to be considered for this scholarship, you cannot be a recipient of any scholarship or award. Okay, and we've already talked about the deadline, which is 19th of April 2024. There are terms and conditions, you can read more about it. So that is it for the Alan and Nestor Ferguson scholarship. The next scholarship we're going to take a look at is in the University of Lancaster or Lancaster University, and this scholarship supports MBA, and it is rare. Hardly will you find scholarships supporting business programs, but we have one here. So the scholarship is the Management School MBA scholarship in the University of Lancaster, and the study level is a master's postgraduate thought programs. Okay, this scholarship is available to both home students and international students. So if you're an international student, it means you should be paying international tuition fees, and the year of entry is 2024, So the scholarship will be awarded based on your entry grades and then an interview. And the scholarship value is £16,000. Now you will automatically be considered for this funding when you apply. Now let's look at some of the criteria they'll look at to consider you for the scholarship. You should have an excellent academic record, excellent managerial experience, evidence of responsible leadership, such as involvement in volunteering, community support activity or sustainability initiatives, and applicants who will bring an increased diversity to the class. So if you're an international student, definitely you'll be bringing more diversity to the class, so you stand or you have an upper hand of being selected for this scholarship. Now, for you to be eligible, applicants must be in receipt of either a conditional or unconditional offer for a place at Lancaster University for October 2024 entry, which you have accepted. Then, fully funded applicants are not eligible for this scholarship. So if you are a student and then you have already received a fully funded scholarship, either by the university or from an external source, then you don't qualify for this scholarship. Then partially funded applicants for less than 50% of their fees will be eligible for this scholarship. Now, how to apply? Scholarship awards will be confirmed following interviews throughout the recruitment cycle. Now, if you meet the stated scholarship eligibility and award criteria, the scholarship will be confirmed. Now, let's look at how the payment of the scholarship will be. So, the management school MBA scholarship will be awarded for the first year of study only as a tuition fee waiver for full-time students. The management school MBA scholarship is not available as a cash alternative. The award is for 2024 entry only. Now, scholarships are reviewed on an annual basis and cannot guarantee funding for the following entry year for applicants who decide to defer. So this program is a one-year program, and so if you are awarded a scholarship and you defer your course, they cannot guarantee you receiving the scholarship the next year if you decide to come back to school. Okay, so that is it. Now you can combine the scholarship with the alumni loyalty scholarship. So if you have studied in Lancaster University, they have a couple of their branches in some countries. I know there is one in Ghana. So if you did your undergraduate in Lancaster University, you qualify for the alumni loyalty scholarship if you meet the requirements. Okay, so if you have that scholarship, you can combine it with the MBA scholarship as well. Okay, so for the additional information, all offer conditions must be met or exceeded, and then all other entry requirements must also be met. Applicants must apply for and have an offer to study on full-time Lancaster MBA program at the Lancaster campus for the 2024-2025 academic year. And lastly, an offer of scholarship is conditional upon acceptance by the offer deadline. Okay, so I'll leave links to all the scholarships I mentioned or talked about in today's video in my description box so you can check them out. Now, if this video has been helpful so far, please do well to like the video and turn the post notification on if you haven't. Also subscribe if you haven't. Okay, now let's look at the Alan Howard Scholarship, and this scholarship is taking place at the Imperial College school in London. Okay, and the scholarship is for postgraduate third programs, and the value of the scholarship is the coverage of your tuition fee and the contribution towards living expenses up to a total of £50,000. The academic year for the scholarship is 2024-2025, and you should be an international student paying international tuition fee. That is, if you are an overseas student, and it is for full-time studies, and it is available to only prospective students. Now, this scholarship has an ample time for you to go through the application process and submit the application. Okay, the deadline for you to submit application is on the 1st of June 2024. If you have any question to ask, you can forward it to the scholarship email address, which is scholarship page mscinsef@imperial.ac.uk. Unfortunately, the number of awards available for this scholarship is just one. Okay, now let's look at the details. Now, if you're applying to the Department of Mechanical Engineering, then you can be considered for the scholarship. Applicants should fulfill the following criteria: be a national of or permanently domiciled in Israel, be classed as an overseas student for fee purposes, hold an offer to study the MSc in Sustainable Energy Futures, have a good undergraduate degree equivalent to first class, meet the higher level English language requirement for IELTS 7 or above, overall a minimum 6.5 in each element. Okay, the scholarship is not available to continuing students, and so you shouldn't apply if you're a continuing student. Now, once an offer has been made, then applicants for the scholarship should write a personal statement of no more than 500 words explaining how they meet the criteria and why they should be considered for the scholarship. The personal statement should be sent to the email address here. So what this means is that once you submit your application to apply for any of the programs or to study MSc in Sustainable Energy Futures, you should write personal statements no more than 500 words explaining if you meet the criteria, why you should be considered for the scholarship, and the personal statement should be forwarded to this email address. Just the personal statement, nothing else, okay, should be forwarded to this email address. So as I said earlier, for additional information or questions, you can forward it to the email address provided here. So that is it for the Alan Howard Scholarship. Now, the last scholarship program we'll be looking at is by the Ibrahim Foundation. The scholarship provided by the Ibrahim Foundation is a 2-year program that is in MSc in Development Policy and Politics, and successful candidates undertake a full-year MSc program as well as integrated 1-year internship. With the internship, you do 6 months research, and then the 6 months you join the foundation working in London. You work alongside the team on a variety of foundation initiatives that aim to put governance at the center of Africa's development. The program comprises of international development, development policy and politics, your dissertation, and then you choose one of these programs or courses, then you choose one of these courses, either governance and state building or democracy, dictatorship and development. Okay, now let's look at the entry requirement to be considered for this funding. You first of all have to be a first class honor degree or equivalent from an approved university. Okay, so this is the very first requirement you should meet, a first class honor or equivalent, and the applicants must be under 30 years of age at the time of applying for the scholarship. You should also be good in written and spoken English. For those whose first language is not English, evidence of this capacity is required, and you already know, right? You submit either IELTS or TOEFL. You can also check the university's English language requirement to see if it can be waived for you. Okay, the applicant must be African national domiciled or permanent resident in an African country. Preference to be given to candidates living in the sub-Saharan African countries. Now let's look at the value of the scholarship. It covers your full tuition, your airfare to and from the United Kingdom, and your visa. Monthly stipend of £950 for 18 good months. Your arrival allowance of £950. This is the value of the scholarship. Okay, so for the remaining 6 months which you're going to do the internship or join the team, it will be funded directly to the successful candidate by the Ibrahim Foundation. So your internship will also be funded. Okay, you'll be paid. Deadline for you to submit your application is on the 8th of April 2024. Now, in addition to the usual documents to be submitted in applying for the program, you must upload 500-word statement and CV. This statement should set out why you are the best candidate for the scholarship. Okay, so in addition to the normal application documents needed in submitting your application for the MSc Development Policy and Politics, you should also submit personal statements of 500 words and a CV stating why you're a best candidate for this program. Now, after you have submitted your application, you'll be given an ID. So you forward that ID number, that's the application identification number, to this person. And you don't include any other supporting documents. You only submit your ID number to this. Now include Mo Ibrahim Scholarship in the subject line of the email. On clicking on this, you will open the email and you forward your ID number and the subject is Mo Ibrahim Scholarship to it. Okay, so that is it. Now this program is taking place in the University of Birmingham in the United Kingdom. So if you are interested in this or any other, do well to submit your application. Thank you so much if you've come this far. And don't forget to like the video. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do more of these videos. And thank you so much. See you in my next video. It's a bye for now.